Of course. I mean, I think you would be hard pressed to find anyone involved in this project who wasn't surprised at some point to find out some new part of his history. And that's what's so fascinating about this project, is because a big part of what we discuss in this show is what is the public persona versus the private persona of our American icons. And so I had no idea that Louis Armstrong had been married 4 times. No idea at all about that. I too only knew about Lucille. And because they were married for such a long time, and because that was the most publicized part of his career, most people, I think, coming in the doors will be familiar with Lucille. They won't know about the early parts of his life. Some real jazz heads may know about Lil Hardin and his relationship with her, and how she really crafted his career and made him who he was. But for me, yeah, there were a ton of surprises. I didn't know really about his childhood and how he came into trumpeting, which we tell that story, which is really endearing and sweet and special. And you get a sense at several points in his story that it could have been very easy for his life to have ended up in a different place than where it did. And that he could have been a statistic at any given point in his life as well. So it's definitely an interesting story, and I've appreciated learning a lot about him, because you inevitably learn a lot about the country, especially in the 20th century, the early 20th century. So.